Hello, everyone. More people are joining us this morning. Okay. So can you see my most frequently asked questions? If you can, there's some reactions like a thumbs up. You can give me a thumbs up. That way I know that you can see things. So down at the bottom of your bar, there is a thumbs up button. I'm going to make sure that everybody, we got a few more people waiting to get in. Here we go. A couple more people. Good morning, everyone. Hello, good. We're giving thumbs up so that we know that we can see this frequently asked questions. We're going to talk a little bit today about what to expect in photography online, and then I'll go over your assignment for the week. So someone asked, are we doing live classes all the time? We want to do a live class at least today. Number one, I thought it was important that you got to see all of your classmates. I mean, it's kind of weird not being in school, right? That's kind of weird. So for us, nothing really has changed. You've always gone to Schoology to get your assignments. You've always seen examples in Schoology. We're kind of in a good routine. Let's see, we got a few more people coming in line here, so let's welcome them. So what we're going to cover today is some of the frequently asked questions. I'm going to show your assignments, and then hope that if you have a question or you would like to me to do like live demonstrations, I can either pre-record those, or if you have questions during the week, you can always contact me and we can actually do a live face-to-face Zoom. What I would do is I would share my contact information with you and you would get on this platform and we can actually have a face-to-face talk during our office hours between 10 and 2. Or if that doesn't work for you because other classes are doing Zooms or you're busy, then we can always schedule a time to talk, okay? So, are we going to do Zoom every day? No, but today, yes. Every Monday, I kind of want to check in with you, see how you're doing for the week. I'm going to give you your assignment. We're going to go over that today. I've got it laid out so that you are doing an assignment once, like a day for 30 minutes on Mondays and Tuesdays and Fridays. At least that's the minimum. And never more than an hour of our class time. And then on block days, I'd like you to kind of be practicing your skills. And remember, block days are 90 minutes. So hopefully you're practicing your skills or doing your assignments for at least an hour, and then no more than our block day. So it's not going to require you any more time than we normally have. What is it going to look like? Well, we're going to use our cell phones. How many of you have a camera at home, like a good manual camera? If you do, give me thumbs up in that reaction. Down there at the bottom, give me a thumbs up if you have a good camera at home. If you do have a good camera at home, I don't want you to lose those skills. You can use your manual camera. I can help you as much as I can if you have specific questions about your camera, but there are directions written just for manual mode, but you can do all of these assignments with your cell phone camera. So don't worry about not having a cell phone or a manual camera. You can use your cell phone, okay? How are we gonna continue exploring photography without a good camera? Well, you know what? They've been doing photography for over 200 years, so it's really not about the equipment. We saw how it changes. Well, what we'll be doing, I see some cat walking across someone's laptop. That's funny. So what we're going to be doing is exploring the different ways to create different techniques, all right, or subject matter or different viewpoints. So I'm going to check. Someone asked, are we using Flickr regularly to turn in our assignments? I would ask that anything that I need to read metadata on, a lot of times I'd love for you to put it in Flickr. It'll tell me what phone you're using. It'll tell me your metadata. It'll tell me how you're taking your photos. So Flickr is a great way for me to give you good feedback to be a better photographer. And if there's something that I really don't need to look at your metadata, then I will indicate in the assignment that you could just turn it in Google Drive and share your Google Drive folder with me, okay? So anybody have any questions so far? I'll jump back. Hello? Anybody have any questions so far? Good. Now you're all muted. So if you were asking a question, you have to go over to your name at the bottom and unmute. Look, we got someone else joining us today. All right, so I'm going to go into Schoology and I'll share in Schoology what our assignment is for the week. Does that sound good? First, I want to go through and I want to see everybody's bright, shining faces. You guys all look so tired. How many of you are sleeping in? I'm sleeping in. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to share my screen again and I'm going to go into Schoology. All right. We are going to jump to Schoology. I'm going to go through these. Just went ahead and opened up that management, publish them online. Let's go through here. Here we go. Now I'm going to share my screen with you. Here in Safari. Let's see if that's it. Let's go here. All right. Okay. Do you happen to see Schoology for our class? If you do, give me thumbs up so I know that you can see that. You seeing my screen where Schoology for our class? Can you see our class Schoology? Thumbs up if I can see. That's how I know that you can see something or not. Good. I see a lot of thumbs up on the screen. That's good. Down at the bottom, there's a place that says reactions. You can either clap if you like something or give me thumbs up so you know that you're listening so you don't have to talk if you don't want to. All right, so we have a folder called e-learning. And so from now on, I'm going to put all your assignments in here. Anything below is going to be past assignments. So inside e-learning, we had our welcome to e-learning. Last week, if you were not online, all I asked you to do was just respond to a question. Let me know that you're online if you had any questions. So go back, because anytime you're online, obviously the school can't really take attendance. But this is our way of taking attendance, to making sure you're checking in every day or at least once a week and doing the big components. So if you missed that last week, go back in and make a response. Otherwise, I have to let your principals know that you weren't online last week. So go do that. And that way I don't have to let your principals know you were not online last week. You were in class, right? And so we're going to start with William Wegman. And we're going to be doing William Wegman. And so this is your assignment for tomorrow, actually, because today your assignment is to listen to me and go through stuff. William Wegman was a photographer. And what he did is over 35, he's actually working on 40 some years now. He had dogs that were his muse, or what was his important subject matter. And what's nice about William Wegman is he posed his dogs in what we call surreal imagery. And so here you can see I've got our lesson here, and you can even do this today if you don't have a lot of homework instead of waiting till tomorrow. But I'd like you to go in and click on this link and watch the video. And then when you are done, you're actually going to go out on to the website and find a William Wegman photo. And you're going to tell me a little bit about what you think surreal is and interpret what that photo means and refer back to William Wegman. And then if you're still not sure who William Wegman is, I've also included an article link. So you will then be using the resources at the bottom on interpreting a photo. I've put this in here. So if you're not sure how to interpret, I have some sentence starters. I think we've used this in class before. And so you can use, like, what does this artwork mean to you? Here are some sentence starters for you to just copy. You can just pick one of those sentence starters, and then you'll interpret one of William Wegman's photos. Okay, so as you watch this video, I want you to think about what is he trying to say through a deeper meaning with his dog photography. And then this week, we're actually going to be doing some surreal photography. And I'll go ahead and show you. It's called forced perspective. How many of you tried forced perspective before? You might have played around with your cell phone. Give me a thumbs up if you have. Forced perspective looks something like this. It's creating an illusion that's not really here. So for example, in this photo here, you can see that there's a pencil. This looks like the girl is holding a pencil. and she's really not that small and the pencil's really not that big. It's how you would do that. So this is going to be our block day assignment. So you'll actually go through this. You'll do some research. You'll think about these questions. You will collect some research. And then during your photo shoot time, you'll actually use your cell phone and you can create some forced perspective photography. There is a video here that shows you how to set things up and how to do this technique. So I want you to watch that video. There are many different kinds of techniques. There's different ways that you could do a forced perspective. You can make something look larger than life or an object that's smaller. So here's some techniques. You'll collect some of your best forced perspective and put them in a Flickr album called Forced Perspective. And you'll give them creative titles. And then here's the assessment. And I will tell you what, this takes practice. So your first forced perspectives this week may not look all that great. They may need, something maybe blurry, but with practice and time, you'll be able to get something kind of cool that actually looks like you're doing a project in forced perspective. So that's going to be our assignment. I'd like you to focus. I really need you to turn in your Flickr link to this assignment then, so I can go in and look in your album so that we can see what you're doing right and then what we can keep practicing on. Okay? So let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen and see if we have any other questions. Does anybody have any questions so far? What we're going to do this week? Feeling pretty good about it? Good. Give me thumbs up if you're like, got it, Mrs. Powell. Use that reaction button. There you go. That's how I know you're there. I know you're paying attention. You're not watching YouTube on your phone. There you go. I'm going through everybody's pictures here, your names. I can see who you are. All right, well, I'm excited because I get to see you guys. And I'm also excited because we continue to do some photography and I'm pulling out all the fun stuff that we do like in May because it's so nice outside this week. So I'll be doing some of the fun stuff and then we'll kind of do some a little more challenging techniques and other photography. All right. Do you guys like the online live stuff or no? If you like it and you want to meet once a week so we can go over assignments like this and I can show examples, give me a thumbs up. Nobody can see, well, people can see your thumbs up, but your opinion counts. And you can also email me too. We don't have to have live sessions, but live sessions will be what we'll use if you have a question. And then you can send me an email and say, Mrs. Powell, I don't understand. Can you help me with this? And we can set up a time and then be like, great. And then I will give you my Zoom link. And then what you can do is log into Zoom and we can have like a face-to-face conversation about anything. And then you can share your screen or you can share some of your photos with me and ask questions and then I can answer directly back. We just have to, I have 110 students, so we just have to schedule a time together. Okay? You guys are so easy to get along with. All right, well, I'm going to check the chat box here. It looks like if you have any questions, go ahead. You can stay online and type in something in the